The best way to avoid taking L's in Dokkan is basically to be an educated gamer. And being an educated gamer means being aware of what's going to be happening. That way you can make the best decision possible for you. So in this video, we will be covering both Global and JP's schedule for 2022 all the way up until March. Now I say March because everything after that is a complete guessing game for both versions of the game. And honestly, even JP is a lot of a guessing game. But for Global Dokkan, yeah, we kind of already know what's happening in March. Again, things could change, but I'm going to show you why I believe what I believe. I think, you know, everything I have pulled up here. I wouldn't be making a video if I didn't believe what I was going to be presenting to you guys today. Now, really quickly, I just want to mention, guys, thank you so much for 22,000 subscribers. Before 2022, an insane milestone. Dude, we literally started off the anniversary with 5.4K, so anything is possible if you keep your head down and continue working hard. I wish you guys nothing but the best of luck in 2022. I will also mention, for a very quick subscriber challenge, if you believe in me, all right, enough that we can get 60K, which is insane, but 60K in 2022 before 2023, then you got to subscribe to the channel right now. But if you don't think we can hit that, that's perfectly okay. I still appreciate your support. You don't have to subscribe, but I want you to comment what goal or what number do you think we can hit in 2023. It's going to be, or before 2023. It's going to be an insane year. But again, I really do appreciate everyone's support. Let's hop straight into this video. We're going to go month by month and then cover both versions of the game. So I'm going to consider this in December because this New Year's banner for Global Dokkan does drop in some places of the earth on New Year's Eve, where other places it will drop actually on New Year's Day. But since it drops on New Year's Eve, at least in some places, I'm still going to consider this in December. So for Global Dokkan, the only banner you guys can really be expecting, or major banner at least, is going to be the New Year Step Up banner. And then when it comes to JP Dokkan, JP will be receiving this Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then this Kid Buu unit, okay? This unit should be dropping around the 28th. For JP, so stay tuned for that. Now let's move into January. So for Global Dokkan, January should be receiving STR Super Vegeta. I know people are saying AGL Trunks. It doesn't make any sense. Super Vegeta is like 6 years old now. He needs to release on the game. There's actually no reason to delay him anymore. I get it, dude. The Global Dokkan schedule for, you know, for like October, November, December, very hectic. So sure, but January, it's finally time to drop this unit. I don't see them delaying him anytime or anymore, honestly. And then after him for Global, we should be seeing the double rates banner that dropped with Vegeta over on JP Dokkan. And then to end the month, we should be seeing the LR Janemba banner. Now, before you say, Mr. Baby, there's no way they drop LR Janemba, a double rates banner, and this banner right here. Well, let me remind you, okay, that here in December, they dropped the Tech Kaon Caulifla, a double rates LR banner, and then they dropped 10 Abada. And they're going to drop, New Year. So they definitely done crazier things. Even in November, they went ahead and dropped LR Tech Gogeta. Then they dropped the double LR featured banner. And then they dropped guaranteed featured guaranteed featured Heroes banner. So this right here is definitely not out of the question. They dropped this early January, they dropped this mid-January, they dropped this guy the 25th of January, and we're good to go, okay? Now for JP Dokkan, remember guys, JP Dokkan does have their anniversary late January. I do believe that the units will drop on the 30th because they've done so every year in the past. But the beginning of January is usually a dead period for JP Dokkan, right? So I pulled up January 2021, so basically 11 months ago at this point. I pulled up what JP got before this 6-year anniversary. All they had was an EZA that correlated to the new units, which was, remember, Pikkon and Janemba. Sorry, I'm losing my breath a little bit because I'm actually getting a lot better, but your boy's still a little sick. But yeah, you might hear that from time to time. I apologize. Anyways, so they get an EZA that corresponds to the Dokkan Fest, which in this case will be Goku and Buu right here. And then they also got other EZAs completely unrelated, plus a chain battle. So let's just assume that JP will get the same thing this time. I do believe an EZA that can go alongside this right here will be this STR Super Buu, which just makes a lot of sense. And then for like the dual EZA, they could do these two Vegetos, which again, these guys are kind of still related to the Majin Buu saga, but I think these guys definitely could use an EZA. So go ahead and EZA these 2 Chads right here, plus this guy. And then I guess, like, for the chain battle, like, they could drop, like, a year number 1 Vegeta, maybe, as, like, the boss for a chain battle. I don't really know. But then after that, after those few EZAs and a little bit of content, then we should be moving into the EZA, the anniversary. So for January, I'm just going to go ahead and assume it's going to be these 2 guys right here. Again, it could literally be anything else. It doesn't really matter who it is for the sake of this video, but they will be a dual LR Dokkan Fest for JP for the anniversary. I think it's going to be Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Blue Vegito, but, you know, it could literally be anyone. Let's move into February now, okay? So for February, for Global Dokkan, we should be getting the androids next. Now, I know that the androids dropped after AGL Trunks, so people think AGL Trunks will drop before androids. Keep in mind that not only did Tech Kale and Caulifla skip the heck out of Super Vegeta, but there's also something I'm going to explain a little bit later why it doesn't really make sense for AGL Trunks to drop before this unit right here. So again, I'm going to explain that a little bit later. Just follow along with me now. Just, you know, believe me for now. So I do think that for Global Dokkan, the androids will be dropping early February, maybe even like mid-February. I don't really know. And then to the end of February, Global should be seeing the Part 2 LR, which is LR Future Trunks and what's his face? LR Future Gohan and Trunks here. Okay. That's basically going to be global schedule when it comes to February. Now for JP, it's going to be the Part 2 LR, so the Part 1 LRs. We can't really know what the Part 2 LRs are going to be if we don't know what the Part 1 LRs are going to be. So since I said it's going to be a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Blue Vegito, I just imagine Murza and Omega Shenron. These 2 LRs literally correspond to these 2 LRs, right? One is for Super Saiyan, like one Omega for Gogeta, and Zamasu for Blue Vegito. So to me, makes a lot of sense. But again, anyway, Part 2 LRs will be dropping in February for JP Dokkan, okay? Now let's move into March. For March, the beginning of March, we should be receiving AGL Trunks, like literally like first few days of March. Now the reason why I say this, and the reason why people okay, I almost mixed up two sentences there. The reason why people think that Trunks will drop before the androids on global is because Trunks came out first, right? Which again, Dokkan has proved multiple times that that's not really how global likes to work. But the reason why I think Trunks should be dropping early March is because Trunks does not have a Part 2 LR. And they like to drop units without a Part 2 LR in the March slot, because that way it allows both global and JP to be on the same timeline. And then they move into Saiyan Day together. Because remember, Saiyan Day is a celebration shared by both Global and JP mid to late March. If Global has a Part 2 LR right now, or sorry, Part 2 LR in March, it'll throw things off, and both Global and JP will not share Saiyan Day anymore. We've shared Saiyan Day the last few years, so it doesn't make sense that they change that up now, right? Now, to prove this to you and how they did this last year they dropped this Chad right here, right? STR Bojack. STR Bojack actually did have a Part 2 LR, but hear me out. Part 2 LR for Bojack was Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, but remember, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan came out to both Global and JP. So by the time STR Bojack, who was not who was okay, wow, I can't speak English. STR Bojack did not drop on both versions at the same time, but the Part 2 LR did. So by the time Global got Bojack in beginning of March, there was no Part 2 LR to speak of because we already received him, which allowed Global and JP to be lined up. Because remember, JP also gets a Dokkan Fest early March, no Part 2 LR, and then boom, we move straight into Saiyan Day together. So they did it last year. They're most likely going to do it this year as well. Since there's no Part 2 LR for this guy should be dropping in March for Global Dokkan, all right? And then for JP, again, it's literally impossible to see or say what they're going to drop early March. Last year, it was a physical Goten and Trunks. This year, or next year, we just don't know what it's going to be. So for the sake of this video, I mentioned it could be like a God Vegeta. I think this would be really freaking sick, honestly. God Vegeta still needs some love in Dokkan. I do think he is deserving of a Dokkan Fest. And if they drop this guy, they might as well just go ahead and EZA every single God Goku in this game, because every single God Goku in Dokkan sucks. Like the Int one sucks, the physical SR one that awakens all the way to UR sucks, the AGL God Goku sucks, the STR God Goku sucks, is there a tech god? The tech god Goku actually not that bad. The one who's against like the one who gets stronger, facing Weeboss's units, he's not that bad. But everyone else, all of them suck. So it would be really cool to see those units EZA on JP. Then we move into Saiyan Day. Okay, now, Saiyan Day is basically the end of March. Again, it is really impossible to see what it is. So I just pulled up randomly. Not randomly, I thought about it a little bit, but I pulled up a False Super Saiyan Goku. I think this would be a really cool unit to see. But even if it's not False Super Saiyan Goku, which I still think they would actually give representation to, because they have Lord Slug in this game. So they're not ignoring this movie, and they know how hyped this character is for sure, right? At least I think they do. So even if it's not this form of Goku, I do think it'll be some form of Goku, because the last 3 Saiyan Day units had nothing to do with Goku, right? Like, or kind of had something to do with Goku, but it wasn't Goku. Last year it was Broly. The year before that, it was Bardock, and the year before that it was Vegeta, right? The transforming Vegeta. So I do think that it's time to finally get a Goku for Saiyan Day. What that unit may be, again, I have no idea, but I think again a False Super Saiyan Goku should be or could be an option for sure, right? Again, it has to be a Saiyan. If it's not gonna be Bardock, Vegeta, or Broly, who's it going to be? Paragus? I doubt it. So now I will mention that late April, the month after March, right? The late April, JP will be getting the Golden Week units, which do actually have these 2 units on their banners. So keep that in mind in case you want to skip. You know, I do think it's smart to skip Goku and Buu here to save for 7th anniversary for JP Dokkan. But again, these guys will be returning literally in April, late April, for both just for JP Dokkan, when the Golden Week Dual Dokkan Fest actually ends up dropping. So again, keep that in mind. But yeah, anything besides like that, it would be too much speculation, too much ifs, you know, it'd be too much. There isn't really anything really like solid to go off of. And actually, I mean, I guess it would make sense for Buu and Goku to actually drop like early April, right? Yeah, it would make sense for early April for Goku and Buu to actually drop on Global Dokkan, and then they end up returning later in that month for JP for the Dual Dokkan Fest. That is the Golden Week. So yeah, basically, yeah, everything after April is a little bit kind of wonky, but let me know what you guys think. The anniversary for Global at that point will be only a few months away. JP will be receiving new Dokkan Fest, new content, all that good stuff. So let me know what you guys think. How excited are you for 2022? We already know, again, the first quarter of 2022 in terms of what to expect for Dokkan, at least mainly for Global. A lot of JP stuff is speculation. It's really tough to say or see what we're gonna get. But we know the anniversary is coming. We know there will be a Dokkan Fest right after the anniversary, and then we know Saiyan Day will be dropping, and then we know Golden Week will be happening after that, the late month after that. And then these units will be returning. So we already know a lot, but after that, man, it's just, again, like I said, completely anonymous or completely unknown. So again, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go rest a little bit, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, happy holidays, and peace.